We're joined today by the Congressman out of Indiana, Mike Pence. He's the number 3 Republican in the House and will speak later this morning at CPAC. And, sir, welcome back to America's Newsroom, and good morning to you. Clearly, there's energy in the room. I mean, the crowd's bigger this year than it's ever been in the past. How do you make sure that support that you're hearing on the stage behind you is not taken for granted next November?
Well, yeah, what a difference a year makes. You know, when I was here at CPAC a year ago, you know, there was this juggernaut of liberal Democratic government had taken over wide majorities on Capitol Hill and the White House. And a year later, conservatives have demonstrated their mettle. House Republicans have been in the fight on behalf of limited government. And the challenge now going forward is to recognize that this is just halftime in the locker room. When I speak to the crowd today, Bill, I'm going to say the key is we need to be focused, we need to back conservatives, and we need to offer solutions that are grounded in the timeless principles that made this country great.
Well, a lot of people today are talking about the winds being at your back right now. On the screen here, we can show you the disapproval numbers we found for the president right now. According to our Fox polling a week ago, 47% frankly disapprove of what's happening now in the White House. Marco Rubio said something yesterday. He said November is a referendum on our very identity as a nation. Sir, are the stakes that high?
Well, I think the debate in 2010 is over who we are as a nation, whether or not we believe that America is great because its government is great, or America is great because of the character, the ingenuity, the entrepreneurism of the American people. I really think this is going to be a political battle along the fault lines of limitless government and limited government. And everyone in this room, the folks you heard yesterday, are committed to offering the American people a limited government vision of fiscal responsibility, personal responsibility. And I think, Bill, it's not so much that Republicans have the wind at their back. I think the American people have the wind at their back, and the American people are going to take back the American Congress.
It appears that sometimes the biggest applause come when you use a line of humor. You heard a little bit of that as we introduced you here. Listen to Mitt Romney yesterday after he was introduced by Scott Brown out of Massachusetts.
You probably didn't hear the news this morning, late breaking, that the gold medal that was won last night by American Lindsey Vonn has been stripped. Yeah, it was determined that President Obama has been going downhill faster than she has.
Plenty of humor, I guess, relevant to what's happening in Vancouver. Others who are in that room, and I was not, so go ahead and defend this point. What they're saying is that there was too much anger. And the reason they say that is because there should be a sense of enthusiasm right now and optimism as opposed to the other. Now, would you agree with that assessment?
Well, I don't know. You know, I just flew in from Indiana last night, so I wasn't here, although it didn't sound like a whole lot of anger to me. You know, I like to tell people I'm a conservative, but I'm not in a bad mood about it. This is a time that we ought to be happy warriors. We ought to be carrying our message, our values of a strong defense, limited government, traditional moral values to every community in this country, regardless of race or creed or color. And yeah, you know, the punches get thrown pretty hard in these political rallies, but people here are upbeat, and I think the American people are going to see an upbeat, positive agenda from conservatives this year.
We await your speech. Thanks, Mike Pence out of Indiana, fresh in from the Hoosier State. Nice to see you, sir. We'll talk again.
Thanks, Bill.